Oh yes, people, this is the lovely Andrew Cadogan again, and today I'm going to show you all a very simple tutorial on a simple two-dimensional multimedia game called Multimedia Fusion. Today we are going to be building a game called Chocobrick. So let's begin by first launching the Chocobrick or Multimedia Fusion application. I am going to my start menu, I'm going to programs, and I'm going to look for the Multimedia Fusion Developer 2 program, and I'm going to click Multimedia Fusion. Right, by now you would have this program installed on your laptop and your PC, but even though if you don't have one, there is a trial version that you could use, or you could contact several students in my class. I can't remember the name of the class, but at least I can remember my name. But the class is Microcomputer Application for Business. So the first step of actually doing this tutorial, and I know a lot of you all is listening to my wonderful voice, we want to build our first application. So we're going to call this one Step 1. By now, again, you would have already launched the Multimedia Fusion Developer, and it would look just like this on your screen. Let us first examine the interface. You would notice that the area on the left is divided into two planes, the workspace, you understand, and the content for the game will be displayed. And then you have the properties bar. The bottom screen, you have the content to show the graphical libraries and so on. We're going to be using these things as we go along. Alright? And if you do not see any one of these things, you could just go to View, and you could select Toolbars, and then select Workspace, and so on, to get your standard default option. Right? What we're going to do here now is to create our first application. How do we do that? We go to the File menu, we click New, alright, and a window would appear automatically in the work area. So I'm just going to expand this thing a little bit for you all to have a look at it. You'll see that I'm working with frame 1. My application is number 1, 2 as well, and you have the option if you want to change it. You could edit it and change it if you wish. And this is my display. I'm actually setting it for 640 by 480, which is the aspect ratio for this particular game. However, you could always click on frame, and you could size your game to whatever aspect ratio. For example, if you want to build a mobile application, you could size it to the screen of a mobile device. Nonetheless, this area here is called the Storyboard Editor, and this is one of the several editors that you're going to be using here in Multimedia Fusion Development 2, and we're going to be exploring it at this point in time. If you could take a look, you could see the frame, and if you wish, you could always right click and you could select Frame Editor if you wish. And we're going to be talking about this a lot in more tutorials as we come along. There's also the properties window that we could take a look at all the different types of runtimes options. In Assam, we have the frame 1. If in here we could change the name of the frame 1, but we'll be focusing our attention on this specific area here as well. Alright, you have an option to have the RGB settings, as well as if I click on application, I can have it run as a standalone application with 16 million colors in terms of graphics. Or I could even port it out to a BlackBerry device, mobile device, an internet app, or so on. It's a very nifty tool to build robust two-dimensional games. So, in our next lesson, we're going to start discussing all about the frame editor.